What's going on, sexy beast? Bald Elite Cactus here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Tommy Gun. That's the Black Ops 2, 3, and 4 version, and seeing exactly what all has changed throughout the years. So let's go ahead and get the shit started. So shameless plug! Time to plug some of my useless stuff. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter. I heard from a secret source, top secret, elite, DEFCON 5, that if we get 5,000 followers on Twitter, Chick-fil-A will be open on Sundays. Come on, guys. You know you want that to happen. How many times have you went to Chick-fil-A, you pull up into the drive-thru, and you're like, oh, hot damn, ain't nobody in this drive-thru. I'm about to get me my food, and then you realize that no one's there because you're talking to an empty monitor because they're closed on Sunday. I've done that a couple times. Please follow me on Twitter. I want Chick-fil-A to be open 24/7. And also, make sure you guys are following me on Instagram and Twitch. On Instagram, I post a bunch of cool pictures of my gun. I just got a 1911, and it's, pretty cool. And also Twitch, I stream over there, sometimes naked. I'm trying to model that after the Twitch thoughts. They're usually streaming like almost half naked, their boobs in the screen. I'm trying to model my live streams after that. So if you want to see some hardcore fan service, make sure you guys are following me on Twitch. All the links you will ever need will be in the description. And also, buy some of my merch. Check out my sponsor, Into the AM. Donate to a charity, go adopt a dog, and go to the dentist to get your teeth waxed, or I don't know where I'm going with this at all. Let's actually just get back into this video. So the first thing I'm going to do is give you guys a little bit of brief, quick, ghetto history about this Tommy gun, and then we'll get into all the fun comparisons and stuff. So the Tommy gun, the Annihilator, the Chicago typewriter, the Chicago piano, the Chicago style, Chicago organ grinder, the trench broom, the trench sweeper, the chopper, or the Thompson. And this was made by a man called John T. Thompson. And if you've ever been to Newport, Kentucky, there is a house, I believe it's like a rock club now or something like that, where a bunch of like really terrible bands go to play. And that's actually this dude's house, and I've been there, and they have a nice little plaque that says, this was John T. Thompson's house, the creator of the Tommy gun. And that has really no significance. I just thought it was something cool and I should point it out. But the first ever version of the Thompson was produced in 1921 and actually entered the service for the US military in 1938 all the way through 1971. Now, there are a lot of different versions of the Thompson. And when I mean a lot, I literally mean a lot. I could spend like 2 hours talking about every single one, but I'm just going to talk about the main ones. So the first one was the model 1921. The main drawback with this was it was very, very expensive to make. Like the quality, everything that went into this was very, very expensive. So they had to kind of, keep dumbing it down and keep simplifying it. And this eventually led to the model 1928 and the model 1928A1. These were the first Thompsons to be used by the military in World War II. The 1928A1 began mass production right after Pearl Harbor, and eventually those two devolved down into the M1 and the M1A1. And the reason for that was because they needed something even more simple and cheap than the 1928. And the main difference between the M1 and the M1A1 was the bolts. And to sum it up, the new bolt allowed for even less parts, so the M1A1 was even simpler and cheaper to make, and that's exactly what the US military wanted at the time. Now, the gun we use in Zombies is the model 1927. Now, this was not a fully automatic gun. This was a semi-automatic version of the 1921. But this was an open bolt gun, and that means it can be easily, and when I mean easily converted into a fully automatic gun. And that's kind of, what happened back in the day. I'm not saying it's what happened, but I'm definitely, hinting at that's exactly what happened. And the original 1927 was eventually classified as a machine gun by the National Firearms Act of 1934, all because it was so easy by swapping a couple parts to make this thing fully auto. Now, the Thompson that I actually own is a replica of the M1 and the M1A1, known as the TM1. That is the Thompson that I have. All these Thompsons are in 45 ACP, and if you want to see me shoot my Thompson, link will be right up there on screen. Make sure you guys click that. It'll take you right to it. I believe I have a couple videos where I shoot it. I love my Thompson so much, it's an awesome weapon to have, but I also hate it with a passion, and this was one of the complaints people back in World War II had with it was, the Thompson's fucking heavy, man. It's a heavy, heavy gun, especially once you put all the ammo into it, it's even more heavy, and especially if you have a drum mag in that thing, it's going to be like 10 times heavier, and I can definitely see why a lot of people were not a fan of the Thompson back in the day. Now that you have a little bit of background information about the Tommy gun, I'm going to let you guys watch and listen to every single version of the Tommy gun in Zombies, both unupgraded and upgraded, so that you guys can see and hear the differences, but the main thing I want you to focus on is the sound. We'll get into the looks here in a second, but I mainly just want you to focus on the sound and how it changes throughout the years, so here you go. Alright, so now that you know how all these things sound, let me know down below in the comments which one you guys prefer. So now, let's talk about looks. Let's see what all has changed look-wise. Let's start with the Black Ops 2 Tommy Gun. In my opinion, this one is the best texture-wise. It looks so goddamn good. It doesn't have that new, pristine look to it. You've been using this thing. This thing's got a little bit of wear and tear to it, but it still looks good. The textures look amazing. The ADS could have been done a little bit better. I do think the ADS is kind of lacking, but if you're hip firing with this thing, it looks so goddamn good. You got the writing on the side, you got the Thompson logo right in front of the sights, you got the beautiful drum magazine with the bullet inside. It's actually a brass casing bullet, unlike some of the other Tommy guns you will see later on. All in all, I think the Black Ops 2 version is definitely the best looking, except for your hands. Your hands look like hot dog fingers, and I don't really appreciate that, but the gun itself looks really, really good. Now, once you upgrade that Black Ops 2 version, if you are playing on Mob of the Dead, you're going to get this beautiful Mob of the Dead Pack-a-Punch skin. This looks good no matter where you are on the map. With some other guns and some other Pack-a-Punch skins, if you're like in a dark room, you can't really see the Pack-a-Punch skin. If you're like outside or something, you can't see it. No matter where you are with this Pack-a-Punch skin, it is going to look good because it has a very good mixture of light and dark. So if you're outside with tons of light, the dark areas will show up a lot more. Or if you're inside with low light, the orange will really, really pop and it'll look 10 times better. So no matter where you are with this gun, it's going to look amazing. And that Pack-a-Punch skin is all over this gun. It's all over the drum mag and almost all over the entire Tommy gun. And I'm kind of glad that they didn't just throw on the Pack-a-Punch skin over everything. I like when they select and choose certain parts. So the grip, the barrel, the bolt, and these sights do not have the Pack-a-Punch skin, and I like that. It really makes the Tommy gun stand out and really makes you acknowledge that, hey, this is still a Tommy gun and not just some random weapon with a random skin. So I really like when they pick and choose certain spots on the gun to have the Pack-a-Punch skin and not just throw it over the entire thing. Now, if we head into Black Ops 3, this was a fucking huge disappointment. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Black Ops 3 weapons feel, look, and sound like toy guns. They just feel like you went to Toys R Us because they are coming back. Toys R Us said they are making a comeback, so it feels like you just went into Toys R Us on their grand opening again and said, hey, I'll take that, and then you just picked this off the wall because it does not feel like a real gun. It does not look like one. I mean, look at this texture compared to Black Ops 2. It looks so bad. It looks like you just 3D printed a plastic model. It does not really look that good. The wood looks terrible. The metal looks terrible. The drum mag kind of looks pretty nice, and I do like how they made the writing a lot easier to see. So you can see where it says Thompson submachine gun, you can see where it says fire and where the safety switch is. You can see all that. It really stands out, and I like that. I like being able to see all that. But one thing they did remove is going to be the Thompson logo, which is supposed to be right in front of the sights. That is no longer there. And like I said with the Black Ops 2 version, the bullet in the drum magazine for Black Ops 2 was a brass casing bullet, and for Black Ops 3, it looks like they just said, fuck it, make everything gray. And that's exactly what they did with that bullet right there. So I definitely do think, unupgraded-wise, the Black Ops 3 version is by far the worst looking. But when you upgrade it in Revelations, it looks really fucking good. I love the Revelations Pack-a-Punch skins. They look amazing. There's multiple different colors. This is what they should have done for Black Ops 3, but they didn't. A lot of Black Ops 3 Pack-a-Punch skins are very, very ugly. But Revelations Pack-a-Punch skins look really nice, and they are moving, and you have plenty of different Pack-a-Punch skins. You got like this standard pinkish spacey themed one. You got kind of like this red lightning with the blue and the black, which looks amazing. You got this green one with yellow lightning. I'm not a huge fan of this green one. I don't, really like it as much as the other ones, but it still looks amazing. And then you have two more blue ones. This blue one looks pretty good. I do think the red lightning one looks a lot better. And then you have the lightning one. This one looks amazing, and the lightning effects are incredible and is definitely one of my personal favorites. It's so hard to choose. I like this one, I like the red lightning, and I like the pink one. The other two are really good, it's just I don't like them as much as these ones. And similar to the Black Ops 2 Pack-a-Punch skins, the entire drum magazine is going to be encompassed in it, and they will select and choose certain parts on the gun. So again, the grip, the barrel, the handle, the bolt, and the sights will not have the skin on it, and everything else will. Now if we head into Black Ops 4, this Tommy gun still looks really nice. I just don't think it looks as nice as Black Ops 2. Is that just me? What do you guys think? I think the Black Ops 2 one still to today looks the best, and that's kind of sad, because it's 2018. This game should be like, the pristine game when it comes to guns. I definitely do think the maps look a lot better, but the guns, not so much in my opinion. But this Tommy gun will follow the Black Ops 2 Tommy gun and kind of be like a wear and tear version and not a fresh out the box Tommy gun. And similar to the Black Ops 3 Tommy gun, the wording is a lot easier to see, and you can even see it on the drum magazine, so you can see exactly where it says auto ordnance and everything like that. You can see where it says Thompson submachine gun, you can see where it says fire and safe. All of the wording is going to be much easier to see. And similar to the Black Ops 3 version, that Thompson logo in front of the sights is no longer going to be there. And for the Black Ops 4 one, it's very hard to see if they were, you know, doing good with the bullet in the drum magazine, because I still should have ammo in that drum magazine. And I do own a drum magazine for my PPSH, and when you put ammo inside that drum magazine, that ammo will be pushed straight to the top. So if you have that thing even somewhat full, all the ammo is going to be directly on top and ready to go in that gun, and I'm not seeing that with this one. But still, I think it looks really good, and one thing that I do love about Black Ops 4, if I've said Black Ops 3, I apologize, and one thing I do love about Black Ops 4 is if you shoot a zombie near it, you will get some blood splatter on the gun. That is a really cool effect, and I hope we continue to see that in zombies, because that makes the guns look just 10 times cooler. The effect fades very quickly, so I wish it would stay around for a lot longer, but still, I like it, and I enjoy it, and I love it, and I want some more of it. Now for Black Ops 4, you have the Blood of the Dead skin, and I fucking hate this ugly, dumb-ass Pack-a-Punch, lazy piece of shit skin. It's terrible. Whoever thought of it, I don't care how good of an artist you are, this looks so ugly compared to the other ones. How come we got the badass Mob of the Dead and the badass Revelations and Origins ones, and then we get stuck with this piece of shit? Like, if you're in a low lighting setting, it looks a little bit better, but not as good as the other Pack-a-Punch skins, man. For this one, you can get it in a couple different colors. You got yellow, red, blue, cyan, and pinkish purplish. And I care so little about this Pack-a-Punch skin, I never care which one I get. They all look just equally as bad. The Pack-a-Punch skin is going to encompass everything on the drum magazine, and it's going to encompass literally almost everything on the gun besides the middle of the barrel and the bolts, the sights, and everything else will have the Pack-a-Punch camo on it. So in my opinion, unupgraded-wise, the Black Ops 2 one is going to be my favorite. Upgraded-wise, I love those Revelations Pack-a-Punch skins, man. I don't care how crappy the gun looks, those skins look really nice and are my personal favorite, and Black Ops 4 just happens to be there. Now the last thing when it comes to looks I want to show you guys, this is something that really bothers me about Black Ops 4, it's going to be the Muzzle Flash. The Muzzle Flash is fucking ridiculous in Black Ops 4, and that's something that I really do think needs to be changed because it is ridiculous. So here is the worst frame that I could get for a Muzzle Flash in Black Ops 2. This was the worst, so that's as bad as it gets. Everything else is a lot easier to see than this. For Black Ops 3, there's barely any. You can see almost everything. Again, this was the worst frame that I could find. For Black Ops 4, oh hell, I could find you like 50 frames. They were all different and they were all equally as bad. You can't see shit. It takes up like almost half the screen. If you're ADSing with this Tommy gun, you can't see a goddamn thing. The only way you will know you're hitting a zombie is by the hit marker, so thank God for the hit markers, or you're just going to be blind firing, hoping to God you hit something. Alright, next up. I don't know why the fuck I keep doing that. We're going to be taking a look at these side-by-side comparisons. We're going to be doing fire rate first. Let's take a look at Black Ops 2 and Black Ops Trace. Line them up side-by-side, start shooting at the exact same time. By the time the Black Ops 3 version is done, the Black Ops 2 one still has about 3 bullets left, but this gun has such a fast fire rate that if these guns were in the same game, you will never fucking notice that. That's how fast the fire rate for the Tommy gun is, but it still should be noted and written down in the scripture that Black Ops 3 will be faster. Now, if we line up Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 and start shooting at the exact same time, these two will have the same fire rate. So Black Ops 3 and 4 will have the same fire rate, while Black Ops 2 is going to be the slowest by 3 bullets. Not too big of a deal, but, you know, just something to point out. Something interesting. Now you can go brag to your friends that, hey, did you know that Black Ops 2 is slower by 3 bullets? And then they're going to tell you to shut the fuck up because no one cares. Alright, so now let's take a look at the upgraded fire rates and see if anything changes there. We'll get Black Ops 2 and 3, line them up again, and results, nothing changes. By the time the Black Ops 3 one is out of ammo, Black Ops 2 still has 3 bullets left. Again, so fast a fire rate, you'll never notice this, but it's something cool to point out. And similar to the Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, if we line up 3 and 4, they're going to have the same fire rate. There is going to be no change there. So Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 will be the fastest, while 2 will be the slowest, but not by much. Alright, next up, let's take a look at the reload speed. Which one of these weapons will get you back to firing faster? If I line up Black Ops 2 and 3, start reloading at the exact same time, Black Ops 3 will get you back to shooting quicker. All because Black Ops 2 is still going to make you cock the gun back, while in Black Ops 3 you do not have to do that. The reloading animations are very, very similar, and there's almost really no difference, except for the fact that, again, in Black Ops 2, you gotta cock it back. In Black Ops 3, they said, fuck you, future space guns, and we're not gonna have to do that. So the Black Ops 3 one will get you back to shooting a little bit quicker. Alright, so now if we line up 3 and 4 and we start them at the same time, Black Ops 3 will be faster than Black Ops 4, all because, again, in Black Ops 4, you have to cock it back, while in Black Ops 3, fuck you, space weapons, you don't have to do that, apparently. And it's not like I'm leaving ammo in these guns or anything, I'm reloading them on completely empty. So unupgraded wise, the Black Ops 3 Tommy Gun will be the fastest, but I wanted to know which one's going to be a number dose, who's going to take that silver medal. So I lined up Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 4, and Black Ops 2 is going to be just a little itty bitty titty wee yellow polka dot bikini faster than Black Ops 4. It's not like 10 million times faster, it's not like Black Ops 3 or anything like that, but it is a little bit faster, and that version will get you back to firing quicker. Now if we take a look at the upgraded versions, nothing really changes here. If we look at Black Ops 2 and 3, the Black Ops 3 Tommy Gun will also take the W, and if we put Black Ops 2 against Black Ops 4, Black Ops 2 will also take the silver medal, while Black Ops 4 gets stuck with the loser medal. You know, better luck next year, scrub. Okay, so now that we have speed test done, let's actually get into accuracy. Let's see which one of these weapons is going to be the most accurate, and this is going to be a shocker. Call in the press. I would say they're all even. Yeah, that's not a shocker. That's actually a pretty boring answer, but that's how I feel. I didn't think one of these guns excelled at accuracy a lot more than the others. If you're hip firing, they're all pretty much gonna have the same grouping. It didn't feel like one version had a more tight grouping than the other. They all seemed pretty much to be the exact same. There wasn't one that was like miles ahead of the other. And if we're talking ADS, they all have the same recoil too. One of these versions isn't like taking you on a journey through space and time, going just like straight up with like some ridiculous recoil or something like that. You don't have any of that. They're all going to be doing the exact same when it comes to accuracy. You're going to be as accurate with the Black Ops 2 one as you would with 3 and 4. It didn't seem like one was way superior than the other. So when it comes to accuracy, both hipfire and recoil, I'm going to say that they're tied. Okay, next up, we're going to be taking a look at ammo, wall buy, and what exactly happens once you get this bad boy upgraded. Let's start with Black Ops 2 first. So the M1927, when you upgrade it, is going to be the Speakeasy. Now, we're just going to be focusing really on the Mob of the Dead one. This weapon is also in Origins, but let's just focus on MOTD first. So once you upgrade this thing, it does get a significant ammo buff. The fire rate will be staying the same, its magazine size will stay the same at 50, and its reserve ammo doesn't really increase that much. Unupgraded wise, this thing will hold 50 in the magazine and 350 in stock, and upgraded wise, you're going to be looking at 50 in the magazine and 400 in stock. So you get an extra 50 shots. Whoop-de-fucking do. But I guess it does help that this weapon is a wall weapon, so you can constantly just go back and get more ammo. But the thing with this weapon is it's kind of expensive. It's going to be costing you 1,500 points just to buy it off the wall, and then once you do that, you're going to be spending 800 just to refill on ammo. So ammo with the Tommy gun is quite expensive compared to a lot of other weapons and zombies. And upgraded ammo doesn't really change throughout any game. It's all going to be the same at 4,500. Now if we take a look at the Black Ops 3 M1927, and again, we're just going to be focusing on Revelations. This weapon is also going to be on Origin. So the M1927 in here, once you upgrade it, will be getting a damage buff. The fire rate will be staying the same. The magazine size does go up, so it used to carry 50 in the magazine, now it's going to be carrying 100. And for reserve ammo, you get a little bit more. So you used to carry 50 in the magazine and 350 in stock, so nothing really changed there. But once you upgrade it, you'll be carrying 100 in the magazine. So like an endless drum mag, and for stock ammo, you're going to be carrying 500. So you will carry a little bit more ammo with the Untouchable. I don't know why they decided to change the name on you, than you would with the Speakeasy. And for wall weapons and stuff like that, once you do the Easter egg to get this thing on Revelations, it's going to be costing you $17.50, and ammo will be costing you $8.80 for some weird fucking reason. Who thought of that dumb idea? Why would you make it $8.80? Why would you do that? Why? Why not just make it like 900 or 850? Why? That's such a random bugging number. So ammo and the gun will be a little bit more expensive for Black Ops 3 than it will be for Black Ops 2. So now if we take a look at the BO4 M1927, unupgraded wise, you're going to be carrying 50 in the drum mag and 350 in stock. And once you upgrade to the Speakeasy, you're going to be carrying 70 in the magazine and 420 in stock. You know, it's always good to have 420 in your life. So you will be carrying more ammo than the Black Ops 2 Speakeasy, but not as much as the Black Ops 3 Untouchable. I don't know why they keep changing names and ammo, man. I don't fucking know. It's a mystery to me. Call Scooby and the gang, because they're the only ones that can solve this. But if we're looking at wall weapons and price ranges, you're going to be looking at $1,500 to get this thing off the wall. And ammo is going to be the cheapest it has ever been at $750. So off the wall ammo, Black Ops 4 is going to be the cheapest. Off the wall, the gun itself, Black Ops 2 and 4. And Black Ops 3 is just ridiculously expensive. And when I mean ridiculously, I just mean it's a little bit more expensive. Alright, so Pinky promised us the last thing we're going to talk about before we get into round 50 fun stuff. So I'm going to be showing you guys the Easter egg in Black Ops 3 to get this thing off the wall. So step 1, make your way to the DE room. Step 2, activate zero gravity. Step 3, come right here, grab this chalk. This is where things get interesting, and this is where you gotta pay attention. Use your noodle, pay attention, do what I do. So what you're going to want to do in the pyramid room, come right up here and hold F, X, square, whatever fucking console, PC you're playing on. You want to hold the interact button with these words right here. And you're going to be taking this writing and we're going to head to the Verrucht power room and you're going to be placing it right here. And you will switch out the chalk and you will pick up Ascend from Darkness. Now the Ascend from Darkness one is going to go to the Spiral Staircase in Nocturne Toten, where you will pick up Salvation Lies Above. Now Salvation Lies Above goes to the Help Room Staircase right here. You will not pick up anything, you're just going to be placing it right here. Next up, head behind the teleporter and Kino and pick up this writing right here. This is going to go to the Infirmary Mob of the Dead area, and you can place this right here and swap out for Knowledge itself is for the taking. This one is going to go right where the Kino teleporter one was. And once you've done that, the Tommy gun will be able to be bought off the wall in Horizon. Okay, so now that we have all interesting facts out of the way, let's actually talk about all these weapons on high rounds and see if they're worth it. Should you take them? Why and why not? Let's start with BO2 Tommy Gun first. So the Black Ops 2 Tommy Gun is a fun weapon to use. It sounds good, it looks amazing, but I think it's overrated as fuck. And when I mean it's overrated as fuck, I mean exactly what that sounds like. I never grabbed this. There is no reason to get it. Way overpriced. Yeah, it's the Tommy gun, so I guess, like, you know, cool factor and nostalgia factor, I guess that's a reason to get it. But where it's located, I don't see you constantly being able to go back and get ammo very easily. Ammo is very expensive. There's just a lot of other weapons that I'd rather have on early rounds than the Tommy gun. I just never found myself getting it unless I need a weapon. I usually find myself sticking with the Uzi or the MP5. The Tommy gun, if I need it, I'll get it, but I'm never going after it. It's never part of my strategy. There's just a lot of other weapons that are cheaper for early rounds that I would much rather have than this one. It doesn't really stand out that well. It's not pumping out like so much damage to where you're like, oh fuck, it's killing them in an instant, I need it. It's not doing anything like that. So in my opinion, it's totally not worth it, and I never grab it. And on high rounds, if you take this thing to round 50, more fucking power to you. This thing will struggle, and when I mean struggle to get you some fucking kills. Not recommend taking this thing to round 50. If you happen to get it and you upgrade it and you're playing with it, drop it off. Just get 2 Blundergats or something, or get like the ray gun, the Mark II. Just get something else, man. Don't take this thing to high rounds. You will struggle to get some kills. Ammo-wise, I guess you can constantly go back and get more ammo, so eventually you're going to start to get kills. But fuck, man, I wouldn't recommend it. Just do something else to get kills. Don't use this weapon. It's a cool gun. I like it, but I don't use it, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Now let's take a look at Black Ops 3 and see if really anything changed. You get more ammo, and you can make this thing a wall weapon, so maybe it's better. And the answer to that is, fuck no. No, I wouldn't go after. I'd never do this fucking Easter egg. If this gun was a lot more powerful, I would get it. I feel like effectiveness-wise, not much changed from 2 to 3. It's going to be doing the same thing. You carry a little bit more ammo, so you're going to be able to get a little bit more kills, but it doesn't stand out. It's not incredibly powerful. It doesn't have, like, an insane fire rate. It doesn't carry, like, so much ammo to where you're like, fuck it, I can't even count it, it's so much. It's not doing anything like that. There's no reason to grab it. There's no reason to do that Easter egg unless you want to swap some weapons with your friends or something. This Tommy gun is overrated. It's a cool weapon. I like it, but it's definitely overrated. On round 50, you will struggle. On early rounds, good point horror weapon. If you get it from the box, go ahead and use it. Do not take this thing to round 50. There are millions of other weapons that are 10 times better. 9 out of 10 IGN, too much water, do not recommend. Now, we take a look at Black Ops 4, this is where things kind of change up, because Black Ops 4, zombies' health act different than the other games. Zombies do have a health cap, so eventually their health will stop going up. So if this thing can do something on round 50, it's going to be able to do something on round 100 or something like that. And yes, this gun is a very good weapon to have on round 50. It's very, very powerful. You carry a pretty decent amount of ammo, so what's there not to love about this Tommy gun? Well, there's a couple things. If we're taking a look at Black Ops 4 weapons, this thing doesn't stand out. If we take a look at like all the other guns and zombies, the Black Ops 4 Tommy gun is good. But if we compare it to other Black Ops 4 weapons, it's like a little bit under average. It doesn't really, stand out. It doesn't really do anything too important. It's just there. It's a gun that if you got it, but you're not going to go after it. And the main thing that I think kills the Tommy gun is definitely the muzzle flash. When I was using this thing on round 50, and maybe they've patched it by now, which I don't think they have because I just recently got all this footage, you can't fucking see what you're aiming at. I was struggling to figure out where I was aiming at. I was like, am I aiming for their head or am I aiming for their dick? I can't even tell at this point. That muzzle flash is ridiculous. You can't see the entire middle section of your screen from top to bottom. If you are firing with this weapon, you can't see anywhere in that section, and that's what really pushes me away from this. It's pretty decent, like you can get some kills on high rounds. It's gonna put some zombies on the ground. It's not the greatest, but it's a wall weapon, so I guess you can constantly go back and get ammo, so if you're a fan of the Tommy gun, why not? It's actually gonna work. But goddamn, dude, that muzzle flash is such a turnoff, and I would not recommend it until they fix the muzzle flash in this game. Literally, you cannot see, and it got me in trouble a lot because you can't see the middle section of your screen. You gotta go off your peripherals and your sound and everything. You can't see what you're doing. So the Tommy gun, no matter what game you're playing, I wouldn't recommend. If you're trying to actually do something, you want to get to high rounds or something like that, there's a lot better options than the Tommy gun. The Tommy gun's really cool. It's a great weapon, looks-wise and nostalgia-wise, but for what this thing can actually do, it is way overpriced and way overrated, and I don't recommend it. And that will probably get me a lot of hate. I can see a lot of people already angrily typing in chat right now, "You bald piece of shit, I get this gun every time I play, and I've been to around fucking 10 million twice." Good for you, I don't care. I just, when I play, I don't use it because it doesn't fit with how I play zombies, and you might play zombies differently, which is totally fine. Everyone plays differently. So, saying all that, that is actually where I'm going to call today's video. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys leave a like so I know to keep making videos just like this. And also make sure you guys subscribe and hit the bell notifications, that way you guys never miss an upload. And which one do you guys like the best? When it comes to looks, sounds, and effectiveness, which Tommy gun is your favorite? Let me know right down there below in the comments. And real quick, shout out to my Patreon supporters. You guys are as badass as the World at War Thompson. That thing was awesome. That thing was great. I loved that gun, and I use it every time I play Darius. So again, a shout out to my Patreons. Thank you guys so much for being my Patreon supporters. If you guys would like to be one, link is right down there below in the description. Go ahead and check it out. And also while you're down there, like I said earlier in the video, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. Make sure you guys are following me on all of those. And lastly, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.